Welcome back to Hot Topic. It's your host, Luke Bowman. We got about 2 weeks left here in tax season for you guys who haven't got your tax preparation process started. If you check out our website, we actually have a helpful tool called a tax organizer that you can fill out. That'll detail out all of your income, where the income is coming from, all of your deductions if you can use them. That way, when you give that to your tax preparer, it's a nice summary sheet that they can use and quickly turn your tax return around within the 2-week period, so that you guys aren't have a late filing of your tax return. So for you guys that are interested in some IRS statistics, I wanted to bring you guys a 2020 stats of where the IRS currently is at when it comes to the 2021 filing season, which is tax year 2020. So some of the statistics I looked up is that 91 million tax returns have been reviewed by the IRS. 68 million of those have been issued refunds as well. So they have issued refunds and reviewed more than they have not. They have also issued over 160 million stimulus checks to the American taxpayers. So for people that aren't happy with the current process and how long it's taking to get their refunds or to get their tax returns filed, the IRS is working. They're just working at a much slower pace. As some of us, I'm sure, we can relate to, working from home does raise some difficulties that weren't there when we were working in the office, and that is the case for the IRS. Some agents are back, but I do know that not all agents are back, and some branches may not even reopen. So that is something to keep in mind when it comes to the timing of this tax return, especially for those of you that are waiting on rather large refund checks. Okay, so another statistic we looked up currently is that the IRS is about 29 million tax returns in that are being held back for a manual review. A few reasons why the IRS might manually review a tax return would be mostly on the credit side of the tax return. That could include the new recovery rebate credit, which is a credit that is issued to taxpayers that did not receive their stimulus checks throughout the year when they should have. That's being issued as a credit on the tax return for this year and potentially for the 2021-2022 tax season. So that's one thing that's being manually reviewed. Another could be the earned income tax credit, which applies to some of our taxpayers, as well as a child tax credit. So there's a lot of credits out there that do take some manual review. So that's something that the IRS is pulling those for, to make sure that those credits are being calculated correctly. They're not issuing you too much of a refund or not enough. Another statistic that really shocks a lot of tax preparers and individuals is that about 7% of all calls made to the IRS are actually being answered. 7%, which means 93% of all calls made to the IRS do not go through for a few different reasons. One, the taxpayer or tax professional runs out of time on hold and has to hang up the phone. The tax professional or tax preparer could just not have the time to do that and hang up, or the IRS could not be letting you sit on hold because the call log is so backlogged. So as you can tell, reaching the IRS is very, very hard to do right now, simply because of the fact they already have so much work on their plates and they're so backlogged, they're not able to help us in other ways right now. So for you guys who have not got your refund yet, what I would suggest doing is going to the Where's My Refund tool. You can find that in a couple places. IRS.gov is where it's going to originate from. But if you check out our website, you can find the Where's My Refund tool, and it'll take you a direct link there. You can see if your return has been processed or even received yet, if it's been accepted, if the refund has been issued, if you take a paper check in the mail, if it's on its way to you, or if it hasn't been mailed yet. Those are all things this tool is going to be able to help you do. So you guys can check that out if you have not yet already. Again, for the 29 million of you that have your return pulled for manual processing, this tool isn't going to be the best help for you, but it's a great starting point. So for you guys that are having issues with your tax refund, or not sure what's going on with your tax return, where your refund's at, you can't get through to the IRS, you're part of the 93% whose phone call doesn't get answered, there's plenty of information you can find on our website. Our website's harrisontaxandaccounting.com. We're up on almost all social media platforms. You can find us there. What we want to do as tax professionals is help you adjust withholdings and adjust the way you're being paid by your employer so that you're not reliant on these refund checks. That way, when you're planning for a check to be in your bank account between 2 to 4 weeks and the IRS gets backlogged and that 2 and 4 weeks becomes 4, 6, and 8 months, it doesn't put you in financial hardship. So like I said, all the information that you guys would need would be on our website. That's harrisontaxandaccounting.com. We appreciate the continued support you guys have shown us, and we look forward to coming back with you guys with a lot more information here soon.